I think if we play late, we'll be fine.
This time I'm dead.
That's annoying, bro.
Grenade. Let's shift our orbits that way.
Come back, come back. We got the ring advantage. It's closing. Let's go.
Shooting at me. Bringing fire.
Why would you go out there to them? Let's come back. Let's come back.
Opening fire. Shields recharged. Recharging.
Do you see the ring? Do you see the ring?
What?
Do you see the ring?
Yes.
I need a shotgun bolt. Attention. There is.
You don't want to open the vault?
Got some extra supplies.
Where's the vault key?
Extra supplies over here.
These kids literally avoided the train yard vault to go to Lava City Vault so they didn't have to include me. Like, that's how petty they are. These bronze and silver kids are just built different. Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have the part 2 on how to solo queue out of gold rank and into platinum in season 7. Now, I wanted to give you a more accurate depiction of what it's actually like solo queuing. You may watch a lot of YouTubers on how to solo queue, and you might just be like, wow, they get good teammates or they have an easier time. But the truth is, it's hard for everyone, so I wanted to try to show you some of the bad times or the bad moments of games, as well as some of the positive times. So there's no hard feelings to any of the teammates I had, but you just have to understand that after a while, it just becomes a big joke, really. Solo queuing is such an up and down experience, and it's incredibly inconsistent. So some of the games are actually really bad, and some of your teammates are really bad, and some of your teammates are going to be really good or decent, and you're going to have an easier time. And when they're not, that's when things are tough, because it's really impossible to know what sort of teams you are going against. It could be a pre-made 3-man squad, or it could be a bunch of other solo people. You just don't know. So in this video, there are some jokes, there are some memes, but ultimately, going forward now, I'm going to talk over most of this video and just talk to you about the decision making, and because I know you guys really like that when I do this, and this is just kind of giving you better ideas on what you need to be doing when you're solo queuing in order to be successful. So you'll see here, I end up meeting up with my teammates after they tried to con me out of getting some of the loot in the vault, and I had just previously wiped a squad solo. So we're looking at this fight. This team has a bunch of hemlocks, and they're holding the high ground, and they have some better angles than I would say we have. So I end up queuing back here to heal, and then my teammates are going to get involved. Now keep in mind, I have like no voice communication with my teammates, so I have no idea what they're doing. I'm just kind of playing off where I see them and so on. So the lifeline gets knocked. The Horizon is able to knock too. So I try to lay down some shots to help, but I don't really do any damage. And then the Horizon goes down. So it's just a 1v1 here, as far as I know. I knock the Bloodhound. I thirst the Bloodhound. And then I hear the Lifeline self-resing. So I was going to wait. I was going to try to get an extra kill point, but she ended up knowing I was there. So I troll my teammates a little here for running off. I don't understand why anyone would ever do this. Like, try to take out one of their teammates so they don't have to be involved in looting the vault. I really just wanted a heavy mag or a shotgun bolt. But anyway, fast forwarding a bit, the Horizon has died. The Lifeline had just self-revived. We were in between like a couple teams. Once again, they all had hemlock, so it's really hard to outgun a hemlock. Fast forwarding a bit, I switched to a hemlock because I was getting outgunned by it with a wingman. Now I'm looking at the zone. These guys are playing high ground, and I don't know where the third team is. I have already used my portal, So basically, I tell my teammates we got to move over here with a ping. And now I'm going to phase. Now, normally this is where things can get a little hairy. Like a lifeline can't really rotate for free. So normally I would peek and try to shoot for them. But by the time I get to the position I want to, Horizon has gone down. And there's 3 people on high ground just shooting that. So it's super easy for them. So my cover fire isn't really going to do anything. The lifeline tries to stick the res. She's unsuccessful. So now it's just lifeline and I. And once again, I'm playing back here because we have cover. And the ring was initially here. But it's important to note that I don't know where the third team is. And earlier in this game, like I did hear a Kraber. I did actually get knocks with it. That's what you saw at the start of the video. So I don't know where the Kraber guy is. And so we're just kind of playing here. I have a good angle where I can do some damage to them. Ultimately, even if I get a knock here, there's really nothing I can do. I can just hope to burn out some of their resources, like their ammo and their heals. But we're kind of trading damage, so they're doing the same to me. They're burning out my resources as well. Now, I'm not going to have portal for this next zone. So all you Wraith mains, try to be sure that you have your portal for late game. It's really important. I mean, you got to use it, but if you don't, it can really put you at a disadvantage. So carrying an ultimate accelerate can actually really help for Wraith late game. Now, I'm still peeking here. I'm still trying to see what these guys are doing. I'm trying to see if they're safe up there, but then I realize they're not. So they have to drop. And then soon I'm going to peek to try to see where the third team is. And that's when I see them. And I just get absolutely beamed here. And now the ring is going to close. So I ping I need health because I only have 1 syringe. Luckily, Lifeline drops the drone for me. So once again, no portal. What I have to do is kind of just queue in. Hope to be the last one alive. Let them fight first. That's the whole point of portaling or queuing when you're Wraith. Is kind of bypass some of the hecticness that goes on at the start of when the ring closes. Knock the Wraith here. Lifeline's about to go down. I knock this Bloodhound. I hear this Gibby. I reload behind cover. Hit his gun shield. And luckily he was 1 shot. He had PK as well, so that's kind of sketchy. And that's an easy dub right there. Alright guys, so in this clip here, we got 5 squads left. I got 1 kill point, right? So it's important that I probably kill this team. They're on the edge of zone. It's pretty isolated. My teammate's whining in my ear about going to lava fissure. But I knocked the Gibby here. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to set a portal from up top. That way if my teammates don't come with me, I have an out. Hopefully the Gibby isn't rezzed by the time I get there. So I place the portal. I hear a Watson gen. I'm unsure if the Gibby's rezzed or not. And the Watson swings out. I see both of them have angles on me. So I have to get a Q off. So when you Q, you got to Q before it's actually time to Q. Or else it's too late. Because I think it takes like 1.5 seconds. Or maybe it's 1.25. Either way, it's a little bit over a second. And anyway, my Octane comes over and helps me, which was great. So here we got one of 2 teams left. I see the Revenant and the Caustic had already made it across the tracks. So the Bloodhound was lacking. So once I hit Bloodhound, I tell my teammates, hey, he's behind that box, hit him 150. Because look at the angles we have. Like, I see him if he peeks to the right or wide left. But my teammates could probably work an angle where they're at. Hit him again for 150 and they knock. And then just from here, they end up wiping the Caustic and the Rev. So we got 1 team left. They are zipping to zone early. This is the clip you saw at the start of the game. And I just kind of want to break it down for you guys. So, yes, high ground where the Horizon is a decent spot. But with zone closing in a minute, we don't want to rotate from here last second because they could just shoot us while we rotate. We need to establish a place in zone. That doesn't mean all 3 of us need to, but if we can work angles here, which is what me and the Octane did, it's actually the best move to do because this whole team is pinned behind this truck and this rock. All right. So I go wide left. Octane goes wide right. Now we don't coordinate this or anything. He just happens to do this. So this is what you would like work angles and you pinch them. You surround them. And that's actually the best move you can do because if they're all sitting on top of one another, it's usually free beams depending on what guns you have. But I had the gun for it. The R301 with the 2 times. So doing some more damage, almost 90 to the Wraith. Then I see that they wasted bubble, so I start to look up. They're going to be underneath this rock here. Alright, the Gibby. Then I'm going to take out the Path here. Octane's going to swing out and help. I do 120 to the Wraith. And then Gibby was low from before. So it's a wrap. It's a GG. Work angles, you know. Surround your enemies. If anyone's new, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my next upload. And if you enjoy this video, please slap a like on it because it does help the video. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. So thank you all so much for your support. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.